featuring Professor Ken and Rick in The Lion's Den.
Now, I was going to ask you, when you appeared in Pimp So Hoes Down. Now, is that how you and Ken initially met, or you met previously, or how did that come about, forming that friendship?
Well, I always been around pimps and players all my life, and I knew Bishop Don Magic Juan for years. I knew cat players out of Hawaii, different places like that. And Bishop had invited me to Pimps Up Hoes Down.
Okay.
And I showed up there with a young lady who was actually in LA, actually at the time running the escort service. Mm-hmm. You dig? So she was like, "Can I go to the Players Ball?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take you to the Players Ball." You dig what I'm saying? So we went out there just so we could, hang out with some players and she could actually witness the game firsthand, right. How it's done in Chicago. But I'm like, we're going to be out here with these real players. It ain't for you to talk, ain't just suck up the game. You're going to be involved in this. And we had a damn good time. And at that point, I met Kenny Ivey, who was active, because in the game, you got active players and inactive players, you know. Some people have let it go. Man, I did that a while ago. Now I sell minks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I'm not out here 10 toes down. But early when I met Kenny, I kind of like, Kenny will tell you I impressed him because I was just like, you can transition from this game. The game you have here is valuable in all aspects of the game. Kenny, what was it you said that I said that got in your head? You're muted. You're muted.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. You said it was something I said that got in your head when we met.
Yeah, man. When you was talking about the grenades, and it was baffling to me because the way you said it was so real, and you told the guy, you said, "No, I don't sell records. I don't know how to sell records, but I sell grenades." And you can tell the story. You can tell the story better than I can. So why don't you just give people a synopsis of what the story is? I know they heard it. Some of them heard it.
That was on Pimps Up Hoes Down. What happened was, it was me telling you that when you're dealing in business, people are betting on you, not even so much what you're selling, on you. If I'm sitting in front of you, Osiris, I'm talking to you, I'm sizing you up. Are you a winner or are you a loser? Are you somebody that's going to help me make money or not? Right. Are you somebody who's going to come in real braggadociously like you can do it? My question is, well, then why haven't you done it? Mm-hmm. You dig? So I'm sizing you up. So I went to a record situation where I was trying to get some other people record deals. And my plan was to go in there with a tape that had all hip hop records on it, all hip hop records. But I knew this particular guy didn't know hip hop.
Right.
So I was going to play him like these were my demos and have him say, "I don't know." And then me say, "Well, you just looked at 10 million sales right there. That was 10 million sales. These are all hit records." To prove my point that you don't know what the fuck you talking about, and work with me. And I know what I'm talking about. So, but when I got in the office, I just went to plan B. Like I just said, fuck that idea. And I just sat in front of him and I said, "Well, I'm here because I would like to start a label. And I was going to play you some music, but I decided I'm not going to play you any music." He's like, "Huh?" I said, "Nah, I'm Ice-T. I've sold platinum records over at Warner Brothers, and I know how to pick artists. I have groups." And I said, it's kind of like if I was going to sell you hand grenades in the alley. I said, I'm not going to let you throw them.
Right.
You either believe they good or not. And if I let you throw one, who's to say that's not the only good one in the case? You either believe these are good or not.
Right.
And he says, wow. So you got a lot of business sense. Have you ever been to business school? I said, no, but I've sold hand grenades before. And he signed me a $500,000 check right there to start my production company. I signed Donald D, put in Divine Styler, and got some people. That was on Epic. But I early realized that when you're dealing in business, people are making the wager on your character. You know, you could have the greatest idea in the world, but if I look at you as sketchy, flighty, scammy, I ain't fucking with you.
Right.
But if I look at you like this is a stand-up person, I like him, I dig him, I believe in him, I believe in what he believes in, I'm gonna invest because I'm investing in you, you know? And if you find people that invest in you, if the things don't go the way they expected, they'll still stay down with you because they fuck with you, you know? So that's what I was speaking on at Pimps Up, Hoes Down, and a lot of the players understood that. And Bishop Juan was somebody who always was telling me, man, that, you know, pimping is just extreme high-tech charisma. It's super high-tech charisma to where if a pimp stood in front of your grandmother long enough, she'll like him. She'll be like, he's nice. Wow. He's such a wonderful person. You know, he's a pimp. You know what I'm saying? So it's convincing somebody that what you want them to do is what they already want to do.
Right.
So
and you know what, Ice? Hey, like when I go, you know, because you know, like you was my first mentor in terms of transition. You know,
right.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if you pimping, hoeing, selling dope, whatever. The objective is to get out the game.
Right.
So when I was able to see, look, feel, and touch you, I was like, that's Ice-T. And in my mind, I'm saying, I just see this nigga on New Jack City. I said, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And see you kicking it with us, that's what inspired me. And I think that I wouldn't even be the person that I am. Maybe I would be, but I think that a lot of the moves that I made was based on seeing somebody that come from where I came from actually doing something positive. And then, you know, when you say, yeah, you got to be charming, you know, pimp is a snake charmer. You know what I'm saying? I think about the snake, right? Because I like to get this example. Like when you look at a snake, right? You know, I said, man, you could be a good snake charmer as long as you rub the snake from head to toe. You can rub that snake from head to toe. The minute you try to rub that snake from toe to head, he gonna bite your ass. You know why? Because you think you try to make a snake skin shoes or snake skin first. So you can be a snake charmer, but you gotta be a good charmer. You gotta have a good stroke. You can't never switch up on your stroke. I'll tell you, that snake will bite you every time. But yeah, so me seeing you do that and being in them rooms with Simon Schuster with all these corporate lanes and these executives and so on and so forth, I'm like, man, you know, I came a long way from the block. You know, I came a long way from the south side of Chicago, from the mean streets of Milwaukee. And I think that that's what the young people need to understand is that, you know, in order to make it in this life, you're going to need a mentor. And I was your mentee. You know what I'm saying? I called you a lot. We talked a lot. I remember when them dudes were talking crazy in what was it, Ohio. I said, I ain't going there, man. Fuck them niggas, man. I ain't fuck them niggas. I don't fuck with them niggas. Man, them niggas gonna try to do something. I said, man, them niggas ain't do a motherfucking thing. He said, come on, Kenny Ivy, you know. So I wasn't even gonna go. I was gonna go down there. I swear I was gonna go down there. I went down there and it was.
You had a good time.
I had a great time, you know what I'm saying? But you know, and that's what a good friend is. And you know, I tell you, Rick, you know, it was this one situation. You know, this was good friend. This how you know you cool with somebody.
Right.
This one dude, he was a so-called pimp, and he was talking shit to Ice-T. So Ice-T called him and said, yo, Kenny, man, who's this Buster, man? You know what I'm saying? Talking about all that shit, right? I said, Ice, don't worry about it. Even though I was cool with this dude, I went all the way in on him, and I roasted him up. I cut him very well on his feet, Rick, because I want to be still standing. when I got through cutting his ass. You know what I'm saying? I gave him first days and bad days like he was on the blade, you know, roasted the shit out of him. But, you know, that just, you know, that let me know that, you know, Ice and I, you know, was really cool because, like I said, I wasn't going to go to that party in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? But Ice-T said, come on anyway. He said, come anyway. And he called me, he reached out to me. That was some real player shit. Because, you know, like I said, this man, you know, he doing this thing on TV. You know, this time I'm a street dude. You know, I'm just out here doing my thing, blah, blah, blah. But the man reached out and said, Kenny Ice, you coming to the Players Ball? I said, no, Ice, I ain't fucking with that shit. Fuck them niggas. I don't fuck them niggas. I don't like them niggas. And he said, man, come on, man. And, you know, that was a real pivotal moment in our relationship. And that's where I became solidified. And since then, man, I had my party in New York. Ice-T came to the party, him and Treach, man, had a beautiful time with my book release. You know, I mean, it's just, man, it's good to have a mentor, you know, somebody that you can look up to, somebody that's been there before you. So I think that, you know, having somebody like Ice or somebody like me now, for a lot of young people have to, you know, use me as an example. I think that's the key thing to winning in this game.
You know what it is, Reek? I'll tell you what it is. It's like what Kenny's saying is like in this game, right? I was saying it earlier, you have walls and you have obstacles, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
A wall is you black. You're a man. You will always be a black man, so that means that's a wall. That's not going to change. Ain't no way you're going to get around that.
Right.
But an obstacle looks like a wall. Like I could never get into show business, or I could never be on TV. That's an obstacle.
Right.
But an obstacle can be passed. Now, the trick to passing an obstacle is to talk to somebody like yourself on the other side of that obstacle. So, you know, somebody who's passed it. And then, like Kenny met me, and I'm like, I know how to get over this motherfucker, right? Just pay attention, and I'm going to give you the game to get over this.
Right.
The problem is a lot of people either are on the other side of the obstacle and don't want to give you the game, or the game they give you, you don't want to play it like that. It's too many steps. Oh, man, no, man, I need a shortcut.
Right.
There ain't no shortcut, nigga. I'm telling you what you're going to have to do. Nah, man, I can't do it. And so they just accept the fact that this is an obstacle, but they going to call it a wall. They going to lie. Nigga, it's a wall. No. It's just a difficult thing to pass, but there's ways of doing it.
My book, The Art of Human Chess, is a bestseller, New York best time seller. And this book here sold millions, sold all over the world, all throughout the prison system. This is the book, The 48 Laws of Game Pepology. Make sure you get these books. If you don't want to buy the hardcover, if you don't want to buy the paperback, then the best thing to do is go to iTunes on your cell phone and type in my name, Pippin Ken, and I guarantee you the book will pop up. If that don't work, go to audible.com, type in my name. If that don't work, go to amazon.com, type in my name. Anywhere books is sold all over the country, you can get my books. These are my best-selling books. You hear people talk about them all the time on Instagram, on Snapchat. These are definitely some good reads. Please get my book. I guarantee you that you will never be the same. Your life will be impacted, and also your life will be enhanced just by getting these two books, The Art of Human Chess and The 48 Laws of Game. Just like the 48 Laws of Power, just like The Art of War.
Too cool to count 24/7.